All right, listen, I'm gonna break this down for you, Taisha, all right? Okay, all right, look. You can, hey, stay right here in the shade if y'all need to. So look, listen, all right, so what we're doing, we're showing you how the Bible correlates with history. The Bible is black history. It's about you.
That's right.
It's about us. Okay. All right, so now, what we let's go back to the top. Go to Deuteronomy 29:1 again. Deuteronomy 29:1. So look, Taisha, what we just read is the blessings and the curses going into in Deuteronomy chapter 28. We're going to show you what that is. That's the terms and conditions to the covenant that God made with the Israelites. So read it again, 29:1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1. Read. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
So the stuff we just read is part of the covenant. That curse about slavery, going into slavery on ships, God told it to the Israelites. He said, Moses, tell them that would happen to them if they broke these commandments. We made a deal with God and broke it. So this is punishment when you do that with God. That's what that is. So Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Start at verse 47. All right? 46 and just read down to 48. All right? 46.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 46.
So what we just read was a sign, was part of the covenant, right? A curse. Read.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
Curse is going to be upon you Israelites for a sign.
And for a wonder.
Sign is an identifying marker. Read.
And for a wonder. And upon thy seed forever.
So your generation going to go through that. This youngin, that youngin, you, our forefathers, your grandmother, your great-grandmother, what? Generational curses. That's still on us. Because why? We have not kept our end of the bargain yet. Deuteronomy 28 and 40, we'll read on.
Verse 47, because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart.
Because it's the reason why this stuff gonna happen to you. Read.
For the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
That's why we have to serve our enemies. So you work for somebody, any corporation, is it owned by blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans? No. God said you have to serve our enemies. How?
And hunger?
Who owns the distribution? Who controls distribution of the food? All over the world. White people, not us. Read. And hunger. So when we hungry, we got to serve our enemies for that. Read.
And in thirst.
Water. It falls from the sky, but I know you pay a water bill. You pay a water bill, right? MLG&W, Memphis Life Gas, and Rob. Right? Right? We do that. That's a resource to come out the sky, but we pay for that. They put a tax on the sky. God said that would happen to his people for breaking his commandment. We weren't meant to serve anybody. Read. But for disobedience, that's why we're here. Read.
And in nakedness.
Clothing. We out here, look at these signs. Come here. What's your name, sister? Look at these signs. Look at our ancestors picking cotton. Look at our ancestors picking cotton. Right? We done that for free. What's your clothes made out of?
Probably cotton.
Probably cotton. Ain't no credit on our tab for that. We got to serve our enemy for hunger, thirst, nakedness, and in what?
And in the want of all things.
Anything that we need. So when you send your kids to Memphis public schools, private schools, whatever, want of all things. That includes their education. That includes their education. Now, how detrimental is that to our psyche? Have you ever seen that doll test? You got daughters, right? You got a daughter, you got daughters. You ever seen a, what's a boy? I mean, you got a daughter, you got a young man, right? So now, when you ever seen a doll test, they took adolescent children like this, black girls, black boys, and put two different dolls in front of them, a white doll and a black doll. And they asked them a question, which doll is pretty? Which one is nice? Guess which one they picked every time? The white one. The white one. Yeah. Why? Why are they doing it? Who educated them to say that what grow out of your head naturally ain't beautiful? Society. And one of all things, the TV. That's what we put. So God said we got to go to our enemy for that. The people that treat us wrong ain't going to teach you right. So, look, read on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
And who, the same enemy that we had to go to, shall do what?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Look at this. Who is this talking about? Who's the Bible talking about, y'all? God talked to the Israelites. This stuff only happened to us as a people. That sign is on you. That's a correlation to who we are. But we don't know. We African. We like, that's a whole continent with 54 different countries, 300 different languages and dialects. Where we from? Who are we? Actually, they know, but you don't know. We think this Bible is about somebody else. It's about us. This the covenant that we made with God. That's why it's still on us today. Deuteronomy 28:32.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Now that happened to us, our sons and daughters being given to another people. You seen the Roots when they gave away kids, what happened? They couldn't do nothing but cry. Read.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Brother, how y'all doing? What's going on, man? You came over here with a question, man. Don't strike out so fast. What's going on? All right, chill out with me, brother. All right, listen.
And there should be no might in thine hand.
There wasn't any might, we didn't have any physical dominance to be able to get our children and stuff back when them folks took them. There wasn't no might in our hand. Read.
The fruit of thy land.
Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 37. So now, what's our nationality for real? That's our nationality for real? I feel for real.
I can't pinpoint it.
Right, I'm pinpointing it to you now, Taisha. I'm pinpointing to you now with God's word. Read it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 37.
Listen to this, Taisha. Listen to this, 37.
And thou shalt become in astonishment a proverb.
God said you children of Israel will become an astonishment and a proverb. A proverb is like a wise saying. It's a stereotype. Like something that you want to hide something from a Negro, put it in the book. Negroes love watermelon chicken, which everybody should love watermelon chicken. Ain't wrong with watermelon chicken, right? But that's supposed to be a bad thing for us. Like, come on, read.
A proverb and a byword.
Now, a byword is being called something by and by. So now, they brought us here as slaves. Was Negro, African American, and black our name for real? Was that our nationality? No, because look, a nationality is like this. If I go to an Asian man, I'm saying that's a blanket term, Asian. I say, who are you, Asian man? Oh, I'm Chinese. I'm from Laos. I'm from Cambodia. I'm Japanese. They know exactly where they're from. Their nation. Your nation goes back to a man. It goes back to who you are. You connected to your land also, right?
No, you're right.
China is the Chinese people's land. Japan is their land. Iraq or Saudi Arabia is the Arabian man's land. Brothers, where y'all going, man? Hold on. Alright, so look, Taisha, so you see what I'm saying? Like, you said you don't know. Give me Isaiah 1 and 3. Now this is something that God said about his people, because all these conditions help disconnect you from who you are, because you became a byword, by and by. What's a bicycle, Taisha? It got how many wheels? Two wheels. What's a bisexual then? They go both ways. Two. A byword being called by and by. We also are African American. 2 continents. We got a hyphenated nationality because that's the tattoo that they put on us. That's the stamp they put on you. That's not your real name. That's a title.
What club was that at?
That was admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
With the Zulu Nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just didn't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again.
I got a question.
Okay, Taisha, please.
You said, I was hearing you say earlier about Africa, like how they had all these people to the ships coming over to America. What about the people that was already here? What about the people that was already here? I'm gonna tell you about this. Come on, let's show you. Let's just speak about the people that was here. Come on, because what you're gonna find out. Look at the groups of people that's on this sign over here, Taisha, and look at what we got: the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Now we know, yeah, on this sign. Now we know this is the names of these people according to God, and we can identify them with the Bible like we're doing right now, as far as with African Americans and so-called Negroes. But Hispanics and Native Americans suffer these same curses. These same signs are on them.
That's right.
And the thing about these signs is they exclusive to a one group of people, to one nation. We think that we different. That's divide and conquer. We the same. Now these people right here, you talking about these people that was already here, like Native Americans. All right, you see this stuff they got common. We got common things. You look what's that dress that they got? See this right here? See what are those little things across there with the little border he got? That little fringes right there, all that. Look what we got on. Why do we got that on? Why do we got that on and they got their stuff on? They was already over here. Let's read the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38. I'm finna show you something. Because thing that we were disconnected to as a people, or from as a people, is our heritage.
That's right.
Our heritage is our culture. God's laws, his commandments that he said keep, or these bad things will happen to you, gave us our heritage. So we didn't celebrate things like Christmas and Easter and Thanksgiving, right? We celebrated our own customs.
Whatever they are.
And we finna show you. So let's show you one of our customs. All right, Numbers 15 and 38.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38.
I'm finna show you why they wear that and why we wear this stuff today on all of our clothes. Read.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
And to Israel, he's talking to them, just the audience.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
Make them what?
Fringes in the borders of their garments.
Look at this. Look at that. Fringes in the borders of their garments. Read.
Throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
And that's why we got a ribbon of blue on, because God commanded his people to do that. Now why? Read.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that you may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
So this is a physical reminder for us, the children of Israel, to keep all God's commandments, because those are things that he said that we would have to do. Right? The commandments to keep us out of slavery. So one of the things that we have to do as a people is remember our culture. So like I told you about like the holidays and stuff that we kept. What were they? Go to Leviticus 23 real quick. We go into a few of them. Leviticus 23. Alright. Here's because we celebrated, the children of Israel celebrate the Passover. The children of Israel celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles. The children of Israel celebrate the Feast of First Fruits. That's the Pentecost. Right?
Oh, okay. So are you saying like the Indians were the people?
Are Israelites as well. The so-called Negroes, yeah. Look, give me second age. Second age is 13. I'm finna show you, because how do they say that the people that was already over here, how do they say they came over here? No, the people that was already here.
Oh,
they try to, yeah, they was over here, but like when you read like in social studies, they say they walked over the Bering Straits across like from Russia and Asia across the land bridge and all that stuff. That ain't how these folks came here. The Native Americans, so-called Native Americans, which a lot of them look just like me and you, just in the dark, is that we really, a lot of us are Native Americans, don't know it. But this is how they got here. The Bible records that too. You think God created all people on earth and then forgot about the people he ain't know nothing about? They was just over here, just chilling. They came over here and it's recorded. Watch this.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 40.
So we're gonna go into some history. At one point, the Israelites the northern kingdom of Israel were in slavery and into captivity under the Assyrians. So we're gonna start our history lesson there, where the northern kingdom of Israel is under the Assyrians. Read, hold on. Let me finish this out and then do what you gotta do. All right, read.
These are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, which Salmanasseh the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters.
Okay, so now, you roll you kind of fast, slow it down. So Salmanasseh was the king of the Assyrians, and he carried the children of Israel over into Assyria. That's what he's saying. And these are the 10 tribes which he did. He took the 10 tribes into Assyria in captivity. This was like 588 BC. Read.
And so came they unto another land. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen.
So now, the Israelites, when Salmanasseh told them, okay, I'm gonna free y'all, y'all got liberty to get away, get out of here.
No ma'am, don't do that. Get over here. Come over here. Get over here.
All right, so look, he said, look, so y'all got freedom to leave, right? So he told them they could leave. So this is what they did. They took counsel among themselves. Read it again.
But they took counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
So they said, we're going to go somewhere where mankind ain't never been. We're going to leave these heathens, these other nations that keep on influencing us, to go somewhere ain't nobody ever been. So where they go? Read.
That they might dare keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
We're gonna be able, if we get away from all these heathen, we can go keep the commandments now. This is what they saying. So this is what they did.
And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river.
So look, the Euphrates River is over here. Over here, right? They were in Assyria. They got carried out of Israel into Assyria. They went into the Euphrates River. Read.
For the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over.
These waters are very turbulent, so he said the Lord chilled out the water so they could sail through them. So they went down into the Euphrates, sailed through the strait right here, and then did what?
For through that country there was a great way to go.
It was a long way on this journey, so they had to sail all the way around the Cape of Africa. Read.
Namely of a year and a half.
It took them a year and a half to do this, to make this trip. Read.
And the same region is called Arsareth.
So when they made it to this region, it said the same region where they made it to was called Arsareth. That means newfound land. Now when you look up the Jewish encyclopedia, it'll tell you Arsareth. Christopher Columbus was looking for America because he knew about the prophecies that these people, what we're reading right now, he read this. And it said that same region was called Arsareth. So he went looking for that land. Read.
Then dwelt they there until the latter time. And now when they shall begin to come.
So he said, then dwelt they there until the latter time. Meaning until to this day, they still here. So like I said, you can look up Jewish encyclopedia, look up Arsareth. It'll say Columbus identified America with that land. Because based off the prophecies that he read in the book of Ezra, we're reading right now. So the Bible explains everything. The Bible is the history book of the Israelites. That's our history we got to connect back to. With that,
what is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word, and in the power of His might. His word